Rest in peace, Jessica. Rest in peace. And I hope wherever you are now, I know if you have known such would happen, you probably would have avoided it, but who knows what will happen next? Nobody. And it's quite unfortunate that it happened, and you have left your beloved daughter. Who will she call mom? Nobody. I mean, it's so absurd. It's heart touching. I've been weeping a couple of days. I've been watching series of videos, whether it's fake, whether it's original, with regards to this incident. I just don't know what to say. I just don't know who to believe or whatever. But all I know is that, which is not a good news, that Jessica has passed on, right, as a result of being killed by this creature. Okay, and it's so absurd, like I said initially, whether it's a mistake or not. Several videos will say afterwards the dolphins were just crying, even at the point of her burial they were just crying. I mean, an animal is an animal, in as much as they have domestic and wild animal, but then there is no way you can tame. I come in peace with regards to whatever I'm going to say here, and I don't need negative energy, I don't need negative vibes. Okay, now this is my own opinion. I could be wrong though. Now, there is no way you can cage in a wild animal all in the name of entertainment, truth be told. Likewise, lions, tigers, wolves, and the rest of them. In as much as sometimes we keep them for natural resources, natural reserve, for tourism and the rest of it, attracting foreigners to your country, in the process also trying to expand your country with regards to nature and the rest of it. We all know all about this. Just trying to promote nature, right, is a good thing. But then going down the memory lane with the story behind Jessica and this creature, right? Permit me to call it a creature. It's also a creature, but I know it has a name, but I'll be using the word creature, okay? Or dolphin, whichever I remember. So yeah, now going down the memory lane, it has it that Jessica, the story behind this, her story with this creature, that when she was little, the mom used to take her close to them. I don't know if the mom raised them or the mom is the owner of the creatures. I don't know. But then, once someone is used to something, likewise animal, okay, when an animal is used to you, they'll always know you, they'll always come around you whenever they see you, and most times they feel secured around you, right? And then back to calling it a wild animal, and especially, just for instance, a shark, right? Now sharks, how do I place it? Even if you train that shark, you don't spilt red substances, blood, permit me to use the term blood, around sharks, okay, because it will cause a deep havoc. And I believe that's the issue that occurred with regards to this particular incident. Probably, maybe in the process of twisting, flipping, and the rest of it, which is the usuals that she does with this creature, right? Probably, maybe accidentally, she now wounded herself, now sparking up that creature in this particular animal. Okay, now the animal is not now working with the mindset that, oh, I know this person. The animal is now working with the mindset of the sense of probably the smell of the liquid, the red liquid, which is blood, that it must have sensed, that spark up its aggressiveness. thus resulting to the tragedy that occurred. I just don't know, but I know that most times some people just have this fun of you know they love wildlife, they love entertaining people with creatures, but then I think it's high time some certain things should be restricted because lives are being lost in the process. I mean, even with the stories that backed these incidents up, there has it that there has been time series of times that this particular creature has been misbehaving unusually than the way it used to behave before, right? And then, which, and unfortunately, late Jessica also attests to the fact that yeah, she's been noticing some weird movement of this particular creature. So why then still go ahead to, you know, keep the creature? Probably the creature could be tired of the whole stuff and needed to breathe some air. I mean, even we that are human beings, there are some certain times that stuffs will just look as though everywhere is now stuffy. We need space, we need privacy, we just want to be on our own, right? We need freedom, yes. And unfortunately the creature cannot talk, and the little way it can, you know, display itself. Okay, you people, probably you don't know that I'm also a wild creature, right? And then thus unfortunately, like I said, this happened. I really don't want to talk a lot or much about this incident, but I'm heartbroken because I'm a mom and I know what it means to lose a mother. Not like I've lost mine anyways, but you know, I've lost my granny. She's just a granny, but it looks as though she's my own mother. Talk more of when it's my own biological mother, God forbid. At least not yet. But then I'm now putting myself in the little girl's situation right now. Who will she call mom? Nobody. I mean, it's so heartbreaking. I'm making this video with regards to saying that anybody that has to do anything with creatures, most especially wild animal, even the ones we call domestic animal, animal will always be animal, and sometimes they will mess up, they will misbehave. Let's just be a little bit strict with security when it comes to animal in general. Yes, personally I love cats and dogs and some other animals, but you see, cats and dogs, I love them, but that's not a guarantee that I'm going to keep them as pets at home. We all have our opinions, but I believe we should know better. This should teach a lot of persons something, and then especially for those of them that has any form of animal at home. Please be conscious, please be careful, especially if you have kids, if you have toddlers, if you have children. Please be much more concerned, be much more security conscious from now henceforth, because an animal will always remain an animal, irrespective of how long you think you must have trained or, you know, groomed that particular creature. An animal will always remain an animal. I come in peace, and I did this video to say my condolences to the late Jessica's family, and I pray that God will console her little daughter and give her the grace to stand strong and move on with life, because indirectly dreams have just been crushed for her. But I know a lot of people will come out in terms of making her happy, trying to, you know, be that person that she has lost, but you just can't replace her. It's just there, it's just a permanent scar. I pray that God will continue to watch over the little girl and that everything will work out fine for her. Yeah, I just had to make this video because I needed to say something. Okay, yeah, but notwithstanding, I still remember your baby girl Jules. This is Gist with Jules. If you like what you are doing here, please hit the subscribe button, like, share, stay safe, and I will see you guys on another one. Ciao ciao.